Good evening, boys and girls everywhere in the world of YouTube world. This is Mrs. D again with another story time with Mrs. D. And I have great news for you all. One of our little reader friends, our viewers out there in reading world, has come up with a name for our furry farm friend. And the name was named by our little friend. Her name is Zoe. Her and her brother CJ listen to Miss D's story time all of the time. So thank you, little Zoe and CJ, for watching. Please continue to watch and please continue to read. But Zoe gave me a name for our farm friend, and her name is going to be Callie, and it's spelled Kallie. Callie. So this is Callie. She is our reading buddy from now on. So now we have a name for our farm friend. Thank you, Zoe, and keep watching. Tonight's story is called The Big Balloon Race, and it's by Eleanor Kaur, and the pictures are by Carolyn Crawl. And this is the cover of The Big Balloon Race. Alrighty, let's get into this story tonight. This has 3 little chapters in it, but hopefully they're not too long. So, chapter 1, Balloons, Balloons. It was the day of the big balloon race. Arielle got up early and hurried to her mother's room. "Please," she asked, "can I go up in the balloon with you?" Carlotta the Great was putting on her blue dress with the fancy gold braid. "You are too young," she said, "and winning a race is hard work." "But I can help," said Arielle. Carlotta smiled. "You can help by riding in the buggy with your father to finish line." "Oh, thumps," said Arielle. Sadly, she went outside. Balloon Farm was a strange farm in the yard. Half-filled balloons sat like giant mushrooms. People came from all over to buy balloons made by Mr. Myers. Arielle watched her father fold Carlotta's balloon, Lucky Star. "I wish I could be an aeronaut like Mama," she said. "When you are older," said Mr. Myers. "Now it is time to go, Carlotta." Arielle and Mr. Myers climbed into the buggy. Lucky Star followed in a wagon. There was a great whoop-de-doo at the fairgrounds. Thousands of people were there to see the balloon race. It was a big event in 1882. "Oompa, oompa, oompa," played the band. 2 balloons were already in the air. They were tied to the ground by long ropes. Acrobats swung from one basket to the other. Lucky Star and its net were spread out on the ground. Lighter than air hydrogen gas hissed into the balloon. It slowly grew until it was taller than the house on Balloon Farm. 12 strong men held Lucky Star down. Nearby, another balloon grew fat and tall. It was Flying Cloud, a ball of bright colors. Its captain, Bernard the Brave, was the best gentleman aeronaut in America. Carlotta the Great was the best lady aeronaut. It would be a close race. "I bet you will win," Arielle told her mother. Carlotta gave her a kiss. "You can sit in the basket until it is time to go." Arielle got inside the basket and talked to Harry the pigeon. Harry went on every flight. Sometimes he took messages from Carlotta to Balloon Farm. The mayor began a long speech. He talked on and on. So Arielle climbed inside the old odds and ends box. It was quieter there and cozy and warm. Soon she was fast asleep. Uh-oh. Arielle did not hear the mayor's last words. "There's a south wind," he said, "so the finish line will be the other side of Devil's Punch Bowl Lake." Arielle did not even hear the drums. Ta-rum! The aeronauts stepped into their baskets. The crowd cheered. Mr. Myers waved to Carlotta. "Good luck." She waved her knobby sailor hat. "Hands off," Carlotta ordered. The men let go of the ropes. With a jolt, Lucky Star took off. Chapter 2, Ups and Downs. Arielle woke up. "What happened?" she asked. Carlotta stared. "Arielle, what have you done?" she cried. "We are aloft." Arielle looked over the side. Sure enough, they were off the ground. Below, someone yelled, "Stop! There is a stowaway in that basket." Mr. Myers waved his arms and shouted something. Arielle waved back. "Oh," she cried, "it's like being a bird." She watched the crowd set out for the finish line. Some were in buggies, some were in wagons, and others were fast horses. A crosswind tugged at the balloon. Whoosh! Lucky Star swooped away over a farm. Dogs barked and ran around in circles. Pigs squealed. Chickens squawked. A horse reared and galloped away. Scrunch! Lucky Star's basket scraped the treetops. "Can we go higher?" asked Arielle. "The balloon and ballast are for only one passenger," said Carlotta. "You are extra weight." She dropped one bag of sand over the side. Up went Lucky Star. The farm got smaller and smaller. It looked like a toy. Then it was gone. "Dear me," said Carlotta. "An updraft is sucking us into that brain cloud." She pulled on the blue valve rope to let out some gas. Lucky Star did not fall. Arielle stared up into netting that looked like a spider web. "Why don't you pull the red rope too?" she asked. "That is the rip cord," said her mother. "It lets the gas out all at once." Carlotta tied her hat snugly under her chin. "Sit down," she ordered, "and hang on." Arielle hugged her mother's sturdy legs in her fancy blue gaiters. Lucky Star was in the middle of a misty, wet, bumpy cloud. The basket went back and forth, up and down, then around and around. "I feel sick," said Arielle. "A good aeronaut keeps calm," said Carlotta. "The balloon will cool and we will go down." She was right. In a few minutes, Lucky Star was sailing away from the cloud. Carlotta checked everything. "Ropes and toggles are in fine trim," she said. She read the altimeter that hung around her neck. "We are about 2,000 feet up." She studied the map and compass. "We are heading south." "Look," said Arielle, "the lake is straight ahead." Just then they saw Flying Cloud. "He was beating us," said Arielle. "He will win the gold medal." Carlotta shook her head. "I have a few tricks yet," she said. "Perhaps we can find a faster stream of air below us." She valved out gas. Down, down, down went Lucky Star. It was sinking too fast and toward a town. Carlotta tossed handfuls of sand over the side. Lucky Star moved up and skimmed the rooftops. People stopped whatever they were doing and stared at the balloon. Suddenly, wind stung Arielle's cheeks. "Hi-ho," said Carlotta. "We found the airstream." It was Arielle who first saw a spiky church steeple coming toward them. "Look out," she yelled. She closed her eyes and hung on. Carlotta threw out more sand. Just in time, Lucky Star soared over the steeple. Now Flying Cloud was behind. "If we don't hit another updraft," said Carlotta, "we might win." Soon they were sweeping over the lake. "There is only a little sand left," Carlotta said. "Let's hope the wind blows us right across." The air was cold. Lucky Star's gas cooled. They went down. Carlotta tossed out the last handful of sand, but it was not enough. "Oh, thumps," cried Arielle. "We'll crash into the lake." "Let's keep our wits about us," said Carlotta, "and make the basket lighter." Arielle helped throw out a raincoat, rubber boots, the odds and ends box, and the anchor. Everything went over the side except Harry and his cage. Chapter 3, Arielle to the rescue. Lucky Star wobbled and took a giant step. "Lean on this side," said Carlotta. The basket creaked and tilted toward shore. Lucky Star was almost there when splash! The basket plunked into the water, but it didn't sink. The balloon kept it afloat. "We lost the race," cried Arielle, "and it's all my fault. I am extra weight." Arielle knew what she had to do. She held her nose and jumped into the lake. The water was only up to her waist. "Good gracious," said her mother. "That was brave, but it will not help. Even without you, the basket is too wet and heavy to go up again." Just then, Flying Cloud began to come down. "Our last chance," cried Carlotta. She threw the guide rope to Arielle. "Pull! Pull us to shore! Hurry!" Arielle grabbed the rope and waded into the beach. Lucky Star was easy to pull with a balloon holding it up. "Splendid!" cried Carlotta. She jumped out and dragged the basket to higher ground. A minute later, Flying Cloud landed. "We won! We won!" shouted Arielle and Carlotta. They were laughing and hugging and crying all at the same time. Bernard the Brave anchored his balloon to a tree. Then he came over and shook Carlotta's hand. "Congratulations," he said. "I see that Lucky Star has a crew." He wrapped Arielle in a blanket. "Thank you, sir," said Arielle. Bernard smiled. "Why, it is my pleasure." Carlotta sent Harry home with a victory message to Balloon Farm. Soon the crowd arrived. Mr. Myers rode up in the buggy. Carlotta told him how Arielle had helped win the race. "Arielle," he said, "I'm proud of you." The mayor gave Arielle the gold medal. Carlotta hugged Arielle. "I'm proud of you too," she said. "Perhaps you are old enough to fly." Arielle smiled happily. She was sure of it. The end, boys and girls. I hope you've enjoyed this story of the Big Balloon Race. And I hope you know that it doesn't matter how small you are, that you can do whatever you set your minds to. All right, until next time with Storytime with Mrs. D and our farm friend Callie, we will see you next time. And remember to read, read, read. Bye-bye now.